Hello everybody and welcome to this week's edition of LGBT and 3 presented by Boston Spirit Magazine and sponsored by our great friends at Rockland Trust. Randy Price is on vacation this week. I'm David Zimmerman with Boston Spirit and I invite you to stick around for the next 3 minutes as we bring you the stories affecting the LGBT community here in New England. And as always, if you like the broadcast, we invite you to share it to your page as well. Congratulations in order this week for Congressman David Cicilline of Rhode Island and Chris Pappas of New Hampshire as they easily won their respective elections last week. Pappas and Cicilline are two of the 8 openly LGBTQ people that were elected to Congress in this year's election. Both Cicilline and Pappas are co-chairs of the U.S. Congressional LGBT Equality Caucus. Pappas is the first openly LGBTQ person elected to Congress from New Hampshire. Cicilline, who previously served as the mayor of Providence from 2003 to 2011, was re-elected to his 4th term. Other big wins came in for Rebecca Perkins Quokka, who became New Hampshire's first LGBTQ woman elected to the Granite State Senate, and Rhode Island's Tiara Mack, who beat State Senator Harold Metis, who had a record of opposing LGBTQ rights. In Massachusetts, incumbent state senators Joe Comerford and Julian Cyr, as well as state reps Natalie Higgins, Kate Hogan, Jack Lewis, Elizabeth Malia, and Sarah Peake all won, as did Governor's Councilor Eileen Duff. Throughout New England, well more than a dozen LGBT candidates were elected to office, and for a complete list of all those folks, visit Boston Spirit online at www.bostonspiritmagazine.com. Domestic violence during the physically distanced isolation of the COVID-19 pandemic has hit the LGBTQ community especially hard. This from a panel of experts at a recent Boston University forum. The panel discussion, held by BU's Center for Gender, Sexuality, and Activism and its Sexual Assault Response and Prevention Center, found the severity of abuse is particularly concerning for the LGBT community because of isolation with abusers that makes manipulation easier, said BU's Daily Free Press. Now, if you are a victim of domestic violence or need to talk to a professional, please reach out, as there are several area organizations that can help, including Fenway Health and Network Lared. With Thanksgiving right around the corner, it's pie in the sky time, and this year, Boston-based nonprofit Community Servings is making it easier than ever to put a pie on your holiday table. Especially welcome news in this holiday season, which has been challenged by the pandemic. It's a great way to make your Thanksgiving dinner even better while providing much-needed funds to feed critically ill neighbors at the same time. All pies will be scratch-made by Community Servings Kitchen and a local gourmet pie bakery. This year, they are offering 2 of their best sellers, apple pie and pecan pie. Sounds delicious. Once baked and cooled, the pies will be boxed up, sealed, and transported untouched directly to sites across eastern Massachusetts by professional movers. Pies will be available for pickup at regional locations 2 days before Thanksgiving. Now, for $30, that donation gets you a gourmet baked pie with all proceeds going to feed critically ill neighbors for an entire week. Please go visit pieinthesky.org to get all the details. And there you have it. You're up to date on all of this week's news, the wonderful news from the election last week. We thank you for watching, and we thank our friends at Rockland Trust for sponsoring this week's broadcast. Please feel free to share this video to your page. Be sure to like Boston Spirit's Facebook page, and we hope to see you again next week. For Randy Price, who will be back next week, I'm David Zimmerman for Boston Spirit. Have a great week, everybody.
At Rockland Trust, we celebrate inclusiveness and respect the full diversity of all our colleagues and communities. We truly believe each relationship matters.